No, you know what? Sometimes adding more stuff is not the answer. But on this occasion, it is the answer. Yes, then what is going on, YouTube? I hope you're doing all good. Thanks for clicking this video. Today, as the title probably says, we are going to make a tune entirely just from the standard default Ultrabeat settings. I really am not sure how this is going to go. I'm allowing myself to use other plugins, third-party plugins, but it's going to be solely the default Ultrabeat, kind of like a standard sort of drum synthesizer. For those of you that don't use Logic, yeah, the Ultrabeat is just a... I wouldn't be fooled by the name Ultrabeat. I don't know. It's kind of just it's a drum synth. Yeah, we're just going to be using those. Seeing what we can make from it. In case you're wondering as well, I'm wearing. You're probably thinking, Gina, why the hell are you wearing this fancy arm thing? It's because I have tendonitis. Okay, it's very serious. Look it up. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So this is the Ultrabeat. You know what? I haven't used the Ultrabeat in ages. It's kind of like the first thing that you kind of use when you get on Logic. So we're going to try and make, sub drums, bass. The drums won't be so hard, but making the synths and stuff out of this, just to see what we can get. So got like a little subby bit there. There she is. We've increased the decay on it, so it kind of, you get a long drawn out sound. Bounce that in place. Definitely going to be using those. All right, so this is our kick. I found when I used Ableton, for I've used it a couple times, and it just doesn't. If it starts in the middle of a MIDI note, it will just play it. Whereas Logic will just argue with you the fact that it doesn't want to play it, or not argue. It just it just refuses. It doesn't argue. It just straight up refuses. Okay, now things could probably do with some beefing up. We'll start with the kick. It's got a horrible tail on it as well. That I probably could have got rid of that tail in the Ultrabeat, but we didn't, or I didn't. So flexing action going on. Get a little satin on there as well. All right, snare. Let's check this thing out. Some satin on there. Not that. What else we should get is like a little tom noise, and that can act as a snare. Bit like a doof or a snare. Make it a bit snappy. A little tail. Oh yeah. We'll use one of these as a kick layer. Why the f not? Oh yeah, I'm censoring out my swear words now. So f it. Yeah. Take the transient off. That can be our kick layer. Let me pitch it down a bit. Yeah, okay. I think we should go for just the basic, the normal drum pattern, the normal standard drummer bass. So Alright, hats. Where do we put that hat? Is this the hat? And yeah, why we're doing this, I don't really, no real reason. Why does anyone do anything, Those are the real questions. Perfect. This is a classic tech as this is that I've been doing. Just gives the impression that they're like the ghost notes on the drum kit, Lovely. It doesn't help that I'm using I've got the L2 limiter on here. This is like and it's also has no interface because Big Sam fucked up my shit, man. Put a bit of distortion on the sub. Well, it turns out Little Alter Boy is really shockingly bad for pitch and sub. So we'll go with the waves. We'll go with the waves one. Only problem with the waves one is that the waves one doesn't really. How do I put this? doesn't really work. See, the wave switcher don't even work, and it works better than what little Ultraboy was doing. But the thing is, if you restrict yourself to one picture, you get like one variant of sound. I know I could have transposed it on the Logic, but the Waves one, even despite there being no interface. All right, we got any shakers in Ultrabeat? All right, shakers. Shakers. All right, so let's bounce those out. Shakers, they sound all right. All right, so for like a synth. All right, we're gonna bounce these out, and just try and make different synths with them, using some. God, I don't know why we're doing this. I see potential in this one. That one there. So on this stack, I just have a few go-to synths. I have a Fromage, which is it's a free plugin. It's a multi-band filter with distortion. I got the Fat Effects. I got a Serum Effects running various filters at various times. Some slight pitching on there. I say slight pitching is quite extreme. And then a decapitator, a space designer, Logic space designer, and then an EQ just at the bottom. And yeah, I'll generally, this is just one set of plugins that I use for synths when I'm like post-processing and stuff, but they can change at any time, to be fair. Probably chop those to is that the sub? Didn't I bounce out the sub? Is that the? Oh, it's in a sampler. Did I put it? Oh, I put it into a sampler and it got rid of the. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, someone asked me on my Insta actually, can you do a sub-bass video? Because all he was using was like just a sub-bass sine wave. I did say to him, sub is basically just a sine wave. If you put a little bit of distortion on there, you can get different harmonics and stuff. But as far as like sub goes, you know, you don't really want to put. The more you put on the sub distortion-wise, the less of the actual like weight that you get from it. So it's good to work it with monitors, or if you've got a sub. I don't have a sub, I just got monitors. But yeah, that's my view on it. Like if you could put a sub layer, like a bass layer, I call it a bass layer that will go with the sub, but it sits at a different frequency to the, you have to EQ it so it sits at a different frequency to the sub. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so if we double that up, we get like a distortion. Sometimes you can use like an FM signal as well, but obviously I can't because I'm just using the effects here, but yeah, and you can just kind of add a little layer so you can hear the bass. And these synths, these hits, I don't even know what they were. It sounded. This is sounding all right, you know. No, you know what? Sometimes adding more stuff is not the answer. But on this occasion, it is the answer. I want to see if we can make a pad out of something in Ultrabeat. I was going to say, like, where did my Quanta go? Because I don't think I've used it on Big Sur yet. Alright, so we'll bounce out one of these and we'll see if we can make a pad out of it. we could actually put some other bits on there too. By that I mean like some bit of reverb, a bit of maybe hyperdimensions. So if you're ever like lacking inspiration or just feeling like you don't know what to do that day, just start making some random stuff. If we bounce that out, and we can have this just kind of echo in the good old Logic echo there on a little, maybe like a 2T. And then you could just go into the drop. Yeah, you could do that. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, yeah. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Volume going down on here. I say down, I mean completely off. Okay, so this is what we've come up with. This is the final thing. This is it. You can play this out in the clubs, you know. You could just yeah, you could but yeah. All right. I hope that's been insightful, and that you've I don't know, gained something from this. I never want to look at an Ultrabeat again. But yeah, no, I guess you can kind of just make something out of something and just hope that it becomes something. So yeah, on that note, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing as well. That I've got to say that means a hell of a lot to me. For those of you that stayed to the end of this video, you know, fair play. Like, I don't know how long it is. I haven't edited it yet, but yeah, thanks very much, and big up.